So what is up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to use SurveyMonkey to create online surveys and forms that mean business. So first we'd want to create our account, and if you already have an account you can skip this part, but for those of you that doesn't have an account yet, just make sure to follow through the steps that I will show you. So first click on the sign up for free here at the top right, then wait for it to load. Once that's done, you will be redirected right here and you can create an account through your personal email address, or you could also sign up with Microsoft, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, or your Apple account. So for me, I'm going to go with my Google account. So I'm going to click on Google right here. After that, it will bring me right here and it says that your Google account isn't linked to a SurveyMonkey account. So you will just simply need to click on create a new account right here. And just simply wait for it to load. After that, it will bring you right here and it will ask you what you're using SurveyMonkey for. So for me, let's say I'm going to use it for work. So I'm going to click on work. You could also skip this part if you want here at the top right, but for me, I'm going to go through it. So I'm going to click on work. And what am I most interested in? So pick from registration, market research, meeting or event feedback, employee engagement, and customer feedback. So I'm going to pick customer feedback right here. After that, just choose what you work in. And for me, let's say I'm going to go with professional services. And my role is product and design right here. And here I'm creating a survey or form with a team or on your own. So let's say I'm doing it with my own right here. You could also do it with a team if you're actually within a team. And as you can see, next is it will ask you what tools you use regularly. And I currently use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Slack. After that, just simply click on next. And here we'll just simply need to answer on where you have heard about SurveyMonkey from. So let's say I've heard it from social media. So just simply click on that and wait for it to load. And here you could pick from 3 options on what you want to do first. So you could start from scratch. So you could begin with a blank page or copy and paste a survey you have written. You could also use a quick template. So use a template we've picked for you to create and send surveys faster. Or you could also build with AI. So you could type a short prompt and the AI will create a tailored survey just for you. So for me, I'm going to use the quick template right here, and I'm going to pick the customer satisfaction template. So I'm going to click on this one and wait for it to load. And as you can see right here, it has already made me a template on all of the questions that I could use. And as you can see right here, if I scroll down, there are a ton of questions that has been ready. You could also pick out from the themes right here on the left side. You could use the full color one. As you can see, it will automatically change. You could also select the high rise, dewdrop. So it's basically up to you on what you want. So for me, I'm going to go with the simple option. So if you see locked options right here on the themes and settings section, it basically means that you will need to upgrade to try out that particular feature. So first, let's start out on how we can actually edit out the given template for us. So let's say I want to edit out the title right here. So you could either hover to it and click on edit, or you could just simply click on it wherever you want. So I'm going to click on this part. And as you can see, this will pop up, and this is where you could actually edit out the title or the part that you want to edit. So let's say I want to change this to customer feedback form, just like so. And you could also change the alignment if you want. So you could pick from left aligned or center aligned. And you could also pick from the categories right here. So as you can see, if I hover to this, you can pick a category to distinguish whether your survey is just for fun or for a more targeted use case. So this will help SurveyMonkey to suggest questions that are more relevant to your project. And you could also add or use a nickname. So you could provide an alternative name for this survey just for internal use. So it's up to you. But once the changes have been made, you will just simply need to click on save right here at the bottom right. And as you can see, it has now been saved and it will automatically change right here. So from the previous one, it turned into a customer feedback form. Now, if you go through the questions right here, notice that there are a ton of options to edit right here. So you could click on the edit, which is basically the edit part of that particular question. So you could change this part of the question right here. So instead of this company, you could change it to this band, this product, or this service. And if you want to have a specified company, or brand or product or service, you could just simply type it in right there and click on save after that's done. And you could also change the options right here. So you could make this question required so that they cannot skip this question. You could also change the logic right here. You could also move this. So as you can see from position 1, let's say I want to move it to position 2. So I'm going to position it before. And let's say move question. Or an easier way, you will just simply need to click to drag or drop this or what particular question that you want to move. I'm going to simply drag it like that. And as you can see, it will automatically change the numbering. But that's basically more easier than doing the first one that I've showed you. You could also duplicate a particular question if you want. Let's say I want to duplicate this question. You will just simply need to click on copy, and you could also pick the question from here on what you want to copy. For me, I want this one, so I'm going to click on copy and wait for it to load. And as you can see, it has now been copied just like that. And if you want to delete a certain question, same goes, just simply hover to that question, then click on delete on the options shown right there. So now let's say you want to add a question of your own. So you could either scroll down to the very bottom till you see this new question option, or you could just simply click on build here on the top left, and there will be a list of choices or question types that you could choose from. You could add a multiple choice, some checkboxes, a drop down, and there are also locked ones, which basically means that you will need to upgrade your plan to unlock these features. And there's also a net promoter score, image choice, single text box, date and time, name, email address, phone, address, text, image, and also the intro and new page right here, and the page break. So let's say I want to add a checkbox right here. I'm just going to simply click on add. And as you can see, it has now been automatically added here, and I will need to enter my question first and also the choices or the answer choices. And you could also score this question. So you will basically enable quiz mode if you do this. And you could also add a choice that says other. So if the customer's answer is not on the choices, they could just simply choose other. And of course, a none of the above option. You could also add that if you want. And now if you're thinking of adding some questions, but you're not really sure what question or what type of question that you want to add, there's a question bank right here where you could add some pre-written questions. So there are these recommended questions that you could choose from. So there are a ton of questions right here. There are also some previously used questions, the all categories questions where you could check out. There's also the community, customer feedback, customer satisfaction, and so on and so forth. Now, once that's done, you could check out the page logic right here. So you could check out the page skip logic, the question randomization, and page randomization. And also you could also copy the page and require questions right there. After that, you could also check out your forms options right here. So if you click on it, it will show you the options. So you could enable quiz mode, just like I said earlier. You could enable it through here on the options section, and then exit link, the progress bar, page titles, page numbers, question numbers, required asterisks, and language right there. So you could also change the language if you want. And after you're all done and you want to check out your survey, you will just simply need to click on preview survey right here. If I click on it, it will bring me here on a new tab. And as you can see, this is what customers will see if they click or open up your survey form or feedback form. And here at the top right, you will notice this check screen reader mode. So if you enable this, it will make your screen or it will make your survey compatible with screen readers. So if you enable that, it will enable that particular feature. But as you can see, here's a preview of our form. And if I click on this form, it will show all of the parts of that particular form. So as you can see here, the answers for question number 2. And you could also check out the pages if there are multiple pages right here. So we could filter it out right there. And let's say I want to check out if it's actually working. So I'm going to answer 1. And you can see 1 of 9 answered. Next, I'm going to answer 2. So 2 of 9 answered. So this is basically progress bar that we've enabled earlier. And if you want to preview it on a tablet, on what it will look like on a tablet, you could also check it out here at the bottom right. And for the phone, preview on phone, this is what it will look like on mobile phones. But once you're all done, I'm going to go back right here on our form. And next, we're going to connect apps right here. So I'm going to click on connect apps, and it will bring us right here where you could automate your next step. So as you can see here are the featured apps. So we have Excel right here, we have Teams, we have Slack, and if you want to check all of it, it is right here. So there are a ton of apps that you could choose from. So there are a ton of apps right there. And you'd also just simply search it out right here if you can't find it right there or on the list. You just simply search it. And now we are here on the collect responses section. So how would you like to collect responses to your survey? So you could send surveys your way, or you could also target your ideal respondents. So for this option, you will buy responses from the right demographics on their global survey panel, SurveyMonkey audience, and you could also get the results in minutes. And for send survey, you can send your surveys by email, embed them on your website, share a link on social media or a web page, and more. So I'm going to use this option. So send surveys your way. And as you can see, you could share the survey link. You could embed it on a site. You could send by text. You could buy targeted responses, send by email, but these are all the paid features right here. Now, if you want to check out the analytics of your form, you will just simply need to go to analyze results right here. So you will see the question summaries and the number of respondents. You could also see the views, the rules, the benchmarks, the exports, and shared data, and the insights and data trends. You could also check it out right there. So if I click on it, it will load up right here. And as you can see, it says that I have no responses yet. But for you, if someone has already responded, you will see it right there. And there's also the individual responses. So just wait for it to load. And also the dashboards right there. So now if you want to see all of your or all the forms that you have made, you will just simply need to go to home right here and you will see all of the online surveys or form that you have created. And now let's talk about the plans and pricing. So you could check it out by going to plans and pricing here at the top left and wait for it to load. And as you can see, here are all the plans that are available. So we have the team plans right here, the individual plans, and the enterprise plan. So let's check out the individual plans right here. So we have a premier annual. So it's 2099 or 2,999 pesos a month. So this is basically for my currency. So it's different for you. And this is the price for the Advantage annual. And here's the price for the standard monthly. And next for the team plans, here are the prices. And you could also check out the features on every plan right here. And for the enterprise plan, you will need to contact their sales team if you are interested in availing it. And that's basically it, guys, for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down below. And if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might also find this video helpful. That's basically it, guys. I'll see you on the next one.